All right, everybody, all you web designers out there, I'm going to do a tutorial. I've got a couple videos related to this. We're going to make an image gallery, but we're going to do this on CodePen, and we are going to use the Flexbox to create our image gallery. We're going to do some CSS version 3 to style it up, and we're going to do it all on CodePen. So I'd like you to get your account on CodePen and create a new pen. Okay, in this case, we're going to make it an image gallery, so I'm just going to go ahead and change the title. And I'm going to call it a Flexbox image gallery. Now, before we do it, we want to set up a couple things, okay? So we're going to use the Flexbox, and let's see if there's anything else we want to add to it. You know, I'm not going to add any additional pieces to this, okay? So we're going to make it as an image gallery. Just want to remind you, in your HTML, anything in this window is what's in the body, so you don't have to do the head, doc type. You don't have to do any of that. You can go right to your tags. We're going to make a header 1, and we're going to put this, we're going to go ahead and title it Flexbox Image Gallery. Okay? All right, get your header 1 in there. All right, you may want to style it with the CSS. I like to use Google Web Fonts, so I'll show you my web font and get that set up because it's just boring to see Times New Roman. It's just, you know, we got to do something different about that. All right, there's my Google Fonts, and I'm just going to go ahead and pick one of these here that I'm going to use. I'm going to use the Source Sans Pro. I'm going to click plus on here, click on here. I need a link. So I'm just going to copy this. Now you can take some time going on to fonts.google.com. You can find it. I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to go to my CodePen, and I need to put it in my HTML. Anything that goes in the HTML head, you just click on this little gearbox here, and you'll see stuff for head. Just going to paste it right there. Bam. All right, save and close. All right, I got that working. It's not yet ready. I needed the link, but I also needed this. So I'm going to copy this, which is a specify in CSS. And in my CSS, I'm going to put H1 and paste. There it is. All right, I got my header 1 working. All right, very straightforward kind of thing here. Now, what we're going to do on our Flexbox image gallery is we're going to create a container to put our image gallery inside of. And this container is going to allow us to we can center it in the middle, have a little bit of space on the side. We could do a div. We could do an article. We could do a section. To me, it seems like it's a section. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a name, section. I'm going to put a class equals main, whatever. Okay, so you just want to give it a good logical name. Actually, no. Let's call this gallery. All right, we'll give it a class of gallery. It's an image gallery, right? A lot of times, if you're not sure what class to give it based on what it's doing. Okay. Don't use your classes based on what it looks like. A lot of people do that. It's kind of like a rookie move. Like you might go a class of blue, right? Well, if you do that, then you're kind of stuck keeping it blue. You do something like gallery where it's like, this is what it is. We can style it blue if we want, and then we can change our color later on. So what we're going to do is to create our image gallery, we're going to do a series of tags to contain an image. And I'd like to have a little bit of text. So I think a good tag for this would be the figure tag. It's like figures in a textbook. Okay, you're going to create the figure tag like so. Like that. And in our figure, we're going to have an image. And we're going to start with that for now. And then we're going to do what's called a fig caption. So this is really the structure here. And then don't forget to close the fig caption. Okay. And then in our fig caption, we're just going to put image captions. And already you're noticing, oh yeah, there's the text. That's the first time we saw anything else appear after adding these other tags. This is just to show you the general structure. And right away, I see that Times New Roman again, and I'm annoyed. So I'm going to find another font for all of my page. Now, I could just do body like this, and now everything's going to be that font. There's nothing wrong with that. So I think for time's sake, I'm not really going to go into typography. This is more about the image gallery. Right away, you're going to see figure, and we need an image. And so I could spend a lot of time in CodePen trying to figure out ways we could come up with our own images. But it turns out there's a lot of great online resources to give us basically fake images or images we can use just for demonstration purposes. If you've heard of Lorem Ipsum, you know that that's some way of putting in dummy text to sort of showcase what something's going to look like. There's actually a lot of Lorem Ipsums related to images. For example, we have Loremflickr. Loremflickr. And so we have these placeholder images for every case, web or print, almost any subject. And so all we have to do here is drag this, copy it, and we can paste it in. So go to loremflickr.com. There is no E in Flickr. Okay. And then you can copy the code you see right there. And then I'm going to put it in my code box in here. And I'm just going to highlight that and just paste. And it should just pop open an image. There's a cat. And you can see the size of the cat is determined by these numbers here. I'm just going to zoom in on the code so you can see what I did. Because actually, technically, this is all you need for the Loremflickr right here. Okay? And this is your tag to create the image. So go ahead, pause the video if you're watching, and then just code this out. Get one figure with an image and a fig caption. Don't forget the alt attribute. Alt equals sample image from Loremflickr. There we go. So that's the HTML that we're using, and you can see the CSS on the right. Okay, I'm going to put this back to normal view. I'm going to zoom out a bit. And our goal here is this section is what's containing our image gallery. These figures are holding each individual image. And so notice we have an image here and a caption here. Interestingly enough, whenever there's a refresh, it randomly pulls another picture. So this is a different picture from what I had before. And I didn't do any copy and paste. It must have just come from me hitting, like, resizing. And that's just the way CodePen works. So what we're going to do is we're going to paste in another image. As you scroll down, we can see two of these. Okay. And notice they're the same image, which is going to be kind of boring. I'd like them to look different. So let's see if there's a way we can do that. Okay, first of all, I want to apologize to all the cat people out there. I am not a cat person. I'm a dog kind of guy. So I'm going to add dog to this. What in the world? That is just rude. I can't believe it just did that, Loremflickr. Oh, that was the second one. Oh, okay, okay. Phew, that scared me there. I was like, wow, I'm going to have to boycott Flickr for that one. There we go. That's a dog. All right, now we notice it's the same dog, right? So we add a dog here. So I wonder if there's a way we can randomize it. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in on this code one more time and just focus on the HTML. And I want to point out it's loremflickr.com. And the next two are the width by height ratio. Okay, so it's up to you how you want to do that. It's 320 by 240. On this standard size screen, it's relatively large. You may want them a little smaller. You might want them about this size. For the case of what we're going to do, I don't recommend you go bigger. But then you can pick what you want, and this looks for just a keyword. And I put dog, so it's going to have a picture of a dog. But technically, you can put just about anything. Maybe you're a big fan of Paris, and you just type Paris, and suddenly you get a picture from Paris, right? So you can try different terms here. And then if you put question mark random, you'll get a random picture. They do recommend putting in random with an equal 1, equal 2 on your extra ones here. You don't have to specify dog. You could try just random equals 2. And now we can see, hold on, random picture. Okay. So, you know, you don't have to specify what you wanted a picture of. I like the idea of dogs, so I'm gonna do that. Okay. So, and then there's so I'm just gonna do it on each of these. So it's sizing, topic, question mark, random equals. They suggest doing you could just do random, but they suggest doing a random equals 1, random equals 2, so that it doesn't pick up the same one for all of them. So that way you get different images on each. Okay. So what we're going to do here is I want to have this be a minimum of 9 figures in all. So I'm just going to copy the code. I'm going to hit enter and paste it, and I'm just going to change. Let's just see if the random 2 ends up giving, yeah, it gives the same one. So I'm just going to keep adding to what that random is. And this will also tell me, so that's 3. So wait, we already did 3, so this will be 4, 5. And I want to do this for a minimum of 9 in all. 6. So I'm just doing a copy and paste. 7, 8, 9. So when you're done, I'd like you to get at least 9 random images. You get to pick, you know, what they're random images of, and they can just be straight random. Okay, they should all have a caption. And then on the next tutorial, we'll start doing some styling of all of this. I do recommend you add slightly some extra caption other than just image caption. That's up to you. More than just 2 words is probably a good idea. So on the next tutorial, we'll cover adding, doing some style to this and setting it up. It's going to be pretty awesome. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, you might want to change the image caption into some kind of lorem ipsum. And my favorite lorem ipsum actually is fillerama.io. And I'm a big fan of Arrested Development, Doctor Who, Star Wars. So I'm going to try a couple of these. And I'll just kind of alternate them. It would be great if we could do the same sort of thing on these as well. So instead of image caption, I'll just paste, and then we'll just grab a couple more. I recommend you do something like that so that when you get it in a moment, you're going to see how the caption sort of works. I would just go for like a 1 sentence, not too long, and then in the next tutorial, we'll style it.